the 119 machine. You can see Team Ernie in the Badger.
We felt he let himself down. He let me down. He just let a lot of people down. We were disappointed. It was a disgrace.
Good morning. Mega Shed Diary, 6th of April 2025. We're at Mallory Park and it's sunny. Oh, Mallory Park again. Joycey, it's always Mallory Park. Anyway, got something different for you. Next weekend, all being well, I'm going to be at Cadwell on the little bike. So I'm here to mini twins again. I'm pitted here with my friend Ewan. I usually be with Andy Barley, but shout out to Andy. Unfortunately, he had a little spill at Edwina's about 3 weeks ago at the practice day, so broken his collarbone. So shout out to Andy. So it's pretty cold here, but dry. I'll take dry, so I have to be careful with the tyres. Aim for today just to keep it upright and hopefully get some 102 laps. Yeah, I want to get into the 102s. I got a few on a test day 3 weeks ago, didn't film that, but 102 is great, 101 even better. I'll stick the camera on for some sessions. Mega Shed out.
Okay.
I think so. I think it does, yeah. After qualifying, so it's the Mini Twins and Byron Cup. So typically Mini Twins, the main event for me, was first, and I got 1033. I'll find the times and put them on the screen. And then went the second one as a Byron Cup, what they used to call the Open 500, and knocked a second off my qualifying time. So fastest I've been in a long time, 1023. So I saw that, I was blowing a bit, and I got caught up with the 125, and I just thought, right, that'll do for me, and I came in after 7 laps. So next on to the race. First race Mini Twins, second race Byron Cup. Mega Shed out. update after the first race. Not actually sure where I finished yet. They haven't published the results, but I had a good little battle, got a good start. There's a lad here on a 450cc Honda CRF 450, and he went straight on at Wieners on the first lap and went straight through the field, and then rejoined about 3 places ahead. So I ended up chasing him down. I kept in touch. I think there was a Kawasaki 650 that I was just about with, and another fella on a 400 Honda. I think it's a CBR 400. I was chasing them for a while, and then I got caught in a bit of traffic with Wag Scott on the 125 into Ed Wieners. So I've gone the fastest I've gone for a long time. I've managed, I think my lap timer says just over 102. I'd like to get to touch into the 101s today if I can, but I've got my signature for today. One more day and I can get rid of the orange bib. I'll give you an update after the second race, which will be the Byron Cup with 500s. Make sure out. So debrief for Mini Twins race 2. It was a bit of a carnage start. We had somebody stall on the line on, I think, the second row, so which caused a red flag, a restart procedure. Ewan managed to knock off his foot peg. The guy that crashed. Sorry, the guy that stalled on the line. We went and had a word with him. He was fine. There's a few bikes involved, but I'm not sure that anyone was really hurt. But that's good, because that's a scary thing that can happen. Anyway, I didn't quite match my time of the previous race. I got a bit caught in traffic with a bit 125s. Held on to a couple of the 400s that I was chasing. There's a young lad on the Supermoto CRF 450 who I'd managed to overtake in the first race, and he got past me, and then I couldn't catch him again. Anyway, I've got some footage of that, and then I decided not to do the final race, the Byron Cup. I was knackered after 5 sessions anyway, and I thought I'll call it a day there, take my signature, and on to the next one. So off to Cadwell Park next week to run the little mini bike, the my 125 round Cadwell Park. So catch up with you then. Mega shout out.